All right, good evening, everybody. Mr. Trump, if you could please, President Trump, can you please tone it down a notch? You're upsetting Mr. Blue Dot, John Blue Dot in Texas just too much. We're going to take a look at his channel real quick and see what he's up to, which, as always, he's pretty upset. All right, there you go. I posted it in my chat. Once again, I do not know any of these people personally on YouTube, and no, this is not my father. For any of you asking out there. All right, what's on his mind today?
It is Friday, baby, and it is time to celebrate. It's time to relax and get ready for the weekend and all that shit. So it is Beer and Bud Friday, baby, and today again, because Dr. Todd made sure I had plenty. It's another can of maggot tears because they seem to be flowing a whole lot here lately, more and more than usual.
Yeah, if you're listening to anyone
the
named
flow
Todd, the shit flows a lot.
Bittersweet tears, baby. I'm starting to get used to that bitter taste. Anyway, you know the rest of the story. Get the bud off the ice, put the bud in the bowl, and reminisce about the week we just had. Get ready for a nice, relaxing weekend. That's what we're supposed to do anyway. Anyway.
All right, here it goes. Trump pissed him off. Watch this.
And I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you have plans for the weekend to relax, and take a little time for yourself and all that shit. Try to stay away from the news if you can. Seems to be a hard thing to do nowadays. So, boy, how the shit. Donnie's peace deal between Ukraine and Russia, not doing too good. Donnie's proposal turns out that the deal would give up all of Crimea and all of the territory gained by Russian forces right now. That's the deal. And Ukraine cannot join NATO ever. That's the deal. Boy, howdy shit. What does Ukraine get? Nothing.
No, they do get something. They get protection from America. Because eventually, if we don't do this, Russia will probably take everything back to what was theirs. A lot of people don't realize how big Russia was back in the day. We're talking Poland. We're talking many areas around there were Russian occupied and Russian. So as a country, we don't have this. Well, we kind of do because we got Hawaii, right? Which is America, right? We got Alaska. You know, and that's what Trump is trying to do is get more area, right? Now, what Trump is saying, what this guy is saying, Mr. John Blue Dot in Texas is saying, is Trump wants part of Ukraine, and if they don't do the deal, there's nothing stopping Mr. Putin from trying to regain more ground. I don't know about all that. You know, here's the thing. We're in the middle of this. We got people from Ukraine and other countries out there saying they miss their brothers and sisters in Russia, but they can't be in Russia, right? And then we got people in Russia saying they miss their brothers and sisters in Ukraine. Okay, so we're stuck in the middle of this, right? How did we get in this mess? Who knows? But very interesting situation, right? Now, whether he does the deal or not or whatever, if he don't do the deal, then he joins NATO or whatever or other. I know Trudinsky was over there with the Saudis and everything who are big hitters. Uh, so, yeah, I mean, what do you do? I don't know. Sit back and watch. Let's watch Mr. John Blue Dot get more pissed off.
What did Donnie say? It prevents Russia from taking all of it. Ain't that a hell of a deal? Ain't we got a president that can stand up to aggression like that and stand up for democracy? And they're part. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. That guy ain't got nothing but lips for Donnie. I mean, for Putin's ass. That's all. And everything else he's trying to do, it's all going down the tubes. His China strategy with the tariffs, boy, he's saying that Z called. Yeah, we got negotiations going on with China. No, we don't. It's a lie. That's all he does is lie. He came out and he said that they've already made over 200 trade deals. Yeah, there ain't that many freaking countries in the world, Donnie. I don't know where you're getting these trade deals from.
Well, he has made some deals, right? And I imagine there is talks with China behind the scenes or whatever. But yeah, this whole thing over there, um, we got stuck in the middle of it. Well, we really didn't. Well, we did, really. We really did. Once we started funding them with weaponry and stuff like that, uh, then you consider, no matter what, we were gonna uh, end up somewhere in the middle between this and trying to, figure out what the heck's going on over there. But that's like America, right? If the ancient map showed America was a lot bigger, and one time America spanned all the way to Canada and all that, and the people in Canada were screaming out to the American people, "We miss our brothers and sisters. Let's stop this. Tear down." And America was doing the same back, and we miss our Canada people. We'd be, this would be the same thing, right? We once owned Canada, but uh, you know, uh, Trump wants to take ground. Well, maybe buy Canada or whatever. Uh, uh, it's a situation, but it's going on over there. But it's sucked us into it, and now we got the UN and all that, and uh, other countries wanting to do things now with Russia and everything, and I would just, I can't believe they can't come to the table and talk about it. But let's watch a little bit more of this.
Boy, howdy shit, he's a hell of a deal maker, though. Making deals with penguins. That's probably what it is. You're on the list. You can bet your ass of a successful tariff negotiation. It's in there. Boy, howdy shit.
Well, actually, there's a lot in there. In America, we're buying up land and we're growing tariffs. I think right now we have 57,000 acres of tariffs growing. Uh, and we find that down in Texas, the land out there is perfect for growing tariffs. Um, so, a lot of people are switching over from corn and all that to growing tariffs. A lot of money in it. So that's pissing off a lot of people, right? And you're going to have people like this on the opposite side, Democrats, Republicans, yada, yada, yada. And the voter always gets stuck in the middle of it, and the madness and all that crap.
Ain't bad enough, all that crap. The State Department, this kind of wraps my ass. Marco Rubio's State Department, how we have always been concerned about human rights around the world, and trying to stand up for we're not into that anymore. I told you. No, Rubio doesn't want us to consider harsh prison conditions, prisoner abuse, or government corrupt. None of those are human rights abuses because we're getting in the game, baby. We're sending ours down there to El Salvador, so we can't be bitching about conditions down there. So we're just going to remove them from the human rights abuses list. Ain't that some shit? Boy, how do you think? Things are not going too well for Donnie nowadays. Damn. He's all. Did you see? Did you see where George Santos got 7 years sobbing in court? They said boo hoo and bullshit. I don't give a shit. But things aren't always what they seem. Donnie's had a few setbacks. One of them, major one, is that he has had to restore the legal status of thousands of foreign students that he threatened to deport, because they're foreign. That's it. No other reason than that. But he had to back down on going to restore legal status to thousands of them. And that's because of the courts, baby. And that's where we have to keep this shit. Every freaking day there's a new court case going on. Anyway, it is the weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the shit out of it.
All right, so I do agree with him. There's a lot of court crap going on, and our courts uh, shouldn't be filled and congested this much with childish stuff and everything. Other than that, uh, John Blue Dot from Texas too. I know this gentleman personally. No, he seems full of something, uh, anger, uh, many others. I'm hearing a lot of people come out of him. I'm not sure. I don't know him, but for all we know, uh, he pissed in Trump's Cheerios or something. No, Trump pissed in his Cheerios. I'm not sure. And his chats can get kind of wild, right? I've heard people in there, they should just shoot Trump and everything. And whether they're, any of this is real or just people talking or whatever, but you got to keep an eye on that. And it gets pretty crazy. So there you go. Go check out John Blue Dot, Democrat, the only one supposedly in Texas. Uh, I'm no relation to this man. I don't know this gentleman. And flipping through channels and watched him one day, and he was pretty pissed off at Trump. So I figured, what the heck? Let's watch this, right? Uh, so he's always pissed off. Now, there you go. Check it out. I don't know. He's this whole thing. I agree is for the birds, but each day he gets more pissed off and picking on President Trump and everything. It can be funny, but there you go, folks. I'll be back here shortly with some more stuff I've been watching on YouTube. And I'll tell you what, it's just crazy out there. It's crazy material, crazy people. We're all gone crazy on YouTube. I'll be back later.